Hey, Barry, I'll let you start letting people in. We're about to hit 1 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and get started here. If you're on my YouTube Live, I'd like to welcome you officially. What I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be doing cold calls, and I'm going to be calling people who have funds that they don't know they have. And at that point, I'll go ahead and just want to remind everyone that this is for educational purposes only. And I do this on a special thing on YouTube once in a while. I'm going to move this camera back. I just kind of readjusted it, move that back just a little bit. All right, so it's going to get started here. The first one I'm going to do is what I call a follow-up ad, and it's going to be a follow-up ad, a follow-up call, and it's going to be a woman who I spoke to in a while who was unaware that she had the funds. There was a little conflict going. She may have already gone ahead and tried to submit the funds on herself. I'm not sure. I want to just remind everyone that most of the deals I get are somewhere between conversations 4 to 10. So just keep that in mind. And then after I call her and talk to her, I will then call some other people. 12:30, I'll take a brief intermission. I'll answer any questions that you have. And then I'll go to somewhere around 1 o'clock. And then at 1 o'clock, I'm going to go ahead and end the call, give or take where I'm at. Might be a few minutes, but yes, I will end the call right there. If you're on my YouTube channel watching live, please feel free to go ahead and ask questions. Hey, Jacan, welcome. Go and feel free to ask questions that you may have. And let's go ahead and get started here. So my first one is a woman who has some funds from an old escrow account. And let's see what happens. I got her info right here. I have talked to her once before. And there's a conflict. There's 3 people that are owed these funds. By the way, if you're on my Zoom, welcome. I'm going to go ahead and mute you all out, and I just want to welcome everyone here. And again, if you have a question, please feel free to type it in. Same thing on the YouTube Live. I'm welcoming questions here. All right, so let's get this first one called.
Please leave your message for 818. Record your message after the tone. Simply hang up when done. Or for delivery options, press the pound sign.
Hi, Vivian. My name is David Church. We spoke a while ago. I'm with JD Vista. I was calling you about an old escrow account. You can call me back at 949-371-5427. I noticed this is still in here. I remember you mentioned that there was an issue going on with the third person involved. It was like a company that didn't want to release it. But you still do have some funds in here, and I want to talk to you about that. Again, I can be reached at 949-371-5427. And this was from California Executive Escrow Services. Appreciate the call back. Talk to you later. Again, one more time, 949-371-5427. Thank you. Excuse me, guys. I got something in my throat. All right. Now I'm just going to go and start pulling up leads at random on the list. I'm going to come down here and just do a starting point that we have, and then we'll go from there. Let's see here. Okay, so these are leads that I've probably called at one point, but I haven't talked to in a while. In the $34,000 range, I'm doing higher. These are harder. Sometimes I do easier leads. Maybe if I'm not getting a hold of anyone, I'll switch over to some easier leads and go from there. So let's see what we got here. Okay, so this one is a mutual funds account. Let me see what happens when I skip trace this guy. And it is, it's not giving me an amount, but it's in the $34,000 range. So I'm guessing it's right around there. It's a Wells Fargo security. A 63-year-old has a current cell phone number, it looks like. Let's give this guy a call.
Hello,
Hi, this is David, trying to reach Christopher.
speaking.
Christopher, I'm calling you on a recorded line from JD Vista. I'm just calling, did you know that you had a Wells Fargo account that's gone dormant from 855 Canada Road?
You mean 855 Kagata Road?
Yeah, did you used to live there?
No, I
Oh.
think it must be someone else.
Okay, I have a Wells Fargo account security. It belonged to an Elizabeth Hilton and a Christopher Cole. They're co-owners on the account, and it's 855 Canada Road. So I did a name search, and only you came up. Okay, I apologize.
No, that's not. Yeah, that's fine. Thanks for letting me know.
Okay, have a good day, sir. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, I'm not. As I did an address search here, this is so weird. Okay, I've seen mistakes in the state a couple times. He paused when I said 855 Palmer Road. I should have had my homework done. It's actually on the skip tracer. It shows him as 655, which is usually pretty accurate here. He has no relatives on this one, and only one person by this name comes up. Let me try the gal on here, see what happens on here. Okay, nothing comes up with her at all. Let me just make sure I did the name correct. Yep, the name is correct and the zip code. Okay, I'm gonna just do one out of the zip code, see what comes up. Probably a million people with this name now. Okay, I actually just have two, which is good for my part. First one's deceased. Okay, so she's 71. And the first one I get is deceased. Okay, this one's going to be a little bit of a complicated one, and I'm going to go on to the next one. And I say that because of the fact that just looking here. Yeah, all right. I don't want to play too much detective, and you know me, guys. I play detective. I have a feeling that the first guy I talked to, just because of the fact that his street address is almost identical with a couple numbers off, I have a feeling that it is him. I might shoot him an email or something like that, although he did sound a lot younger than 63. So that is something, too, to take into consideration, and you do deal with that. All right. For the sake of time, we're going to go and move on here. Go to this next one. Okay, so this one's Cash. It is, she's got a P.O. box, which is sometimes hard to find, or I think it's a he. Let me do a name search here. A 64-year-old comes right up, and it's got a current cell phone. Let me just see if I get an address match on this one. Okay, so it's a P.O. box. That's right. And it does match. He did have a P.O. box at one point. I just ran a zip code, and then that's kind of how I got him. So sometimes on the search engines, P.O. box works. Sometimes they don't. If it's a distinctive name, and this one's kind of a distinctive name, what happens, and I do believe it's female, it's Carrie. I've seen both male and females. What happens is it just won't search. So what I do is I do the name search and the zip code, and then I'll try to find them that way. All right, let's try to give this person a call. So this person has cash from JP Morgan. Let's see if we get them to pick up.
Hi, you've reached Carrie Ann. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks.
Hi, my name is David. I'm trying to reach Carrie. Carrie, I'm calling you from JD Vista. I'm calling you about an old account that you had from PO Box 344. It was reported by JP Morgan Chase. It's an account that's gone dormant, and you had a balance in there. Not sure if you're aware of that. You can reach me at 949-371-5427. Again, it's 949-371-5427. Thank you. Okay, bonus tips here, and I'm going to give everyone some bonus tips. First of all, my most successful warriors that do this business call in the morning, and then they call in the afternoon. That is definitely the gal I was trying to reach, Carrie Ann, and it says that all over. This person's name was Carrie Ann. I had the correct number, and the address matched on it. What I'm definitely going to do is write this down, and I need to mark it back to this person again. And then I also need to just write down who I called. Now, I'm going to show you a brief CRM, and I know I do this all the time. Okay, and I'm going to also take down her number. Now, a lot of times people ask me, like, do you try relatives or do you try this? Usually, if I call on the first call, and I know that I have the right number, I won't try relatives because it makes my marketing go. I mean, I have the person right there. If I've been trying to get a hold of her for a while, and I'm not reaching her, then by all means, yes, I try relatives. And I didn't answer my question here. I was bringing up, or maybe I did. Call in the morning and call again in the afternoon. So like I have a gal that was calling people from like 8 to 9, and then again from 3 to 4. In the afternoon, she'd just say, "Hey, I called you this morning. Not sure if you got my message. I was calling you about this account." And I have a guy that does that in the program too. Very successful. Gets deals like crazy. So just wanted to kind of bring that up and say that. And I know that I'm going on live right now. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and show you a screen share. I'm going to type this in YouTube chat because I know you all can't see me here. You have ClickUp.com, which is a good CRM, and you have Trello.com, which is good CRM. All right, so I'm going to do a screen share. Give me one more thing. Let me pull up one more piece of information here for my screen share. Wow, and she lived in California. She now lives in North Carolina. I just noticed that. Oops. I just messed up on something. Sorry. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Let me just take a quick screenshot here. Sorry, guys. I'm showing my computer tech guys something. Okay. All right. So let's do a screen share. Okay. Again, this is for only education purposes only. YouTube. Sorry, guys. I know you can't see the screen. Okay. I see questions coming up. We'll do questions in about 10 minutes, so please keep them coming. All right. So here's my lead right here. And here it is. So if I want to do like a follow-up, what I can do is I can go into, so this is Trello. You also have ClickUp, same boards. This is my teaching board. And last week I had a couple that I put in here. I don't want this. Just give me all these little pop-ups like our site's new and improved and this and that. All right. I didn't even read any of those. Okay. All right. So right here's a good example of what I did on a lead last week. So this is a woman I called regarding a tax overage, and she had asked me to call her back later. And that went into a follow-up from last week. Okay. Now on this one, what I always like to do is I always like to start off with the date that I made the call, especially if I talk to the person. This is my follow-up. And then I'll put California lead number. And I put in the lead number here. And a lot of people do this differently. This is my way of organizing this. Okay. And then I'll put in as much information. Called Terry, battery answer machine, and left a message. Okay. Whatever else I feel like I need to put in, I'll put in. I'll add that right there. So I'll add that into it. Now I go back in here. But what I do before I do that is I take a picture of the phone number and I take a picture of the lead itself. So what I'll do is I'll come in here. I'll take a picture of this on a Mac. I could just hit Command. I think it's Shift Command 4. I do it naturally, but I take a picture there. And trust me, I'm not that tech savvy. I come back up and I'll add that picture. So I'll do the attachment and I'll come to the computer. I'll do recent and it's usually up right there. So I'll do that and I'll open it, make sure it's the right one. That's not, but I'll get the right one in here, and I don't want to get the wrong one. So let me. I've actually never put the wrong picture in here before, where I've had to delete it. Okay, I could always archive the lead. So let's put the right one in here. And I've got. I always say this. You guys always laugh at me. Probably. I've got way too much on my desktop right now. This is it. Yeah, that's it right there. It was a real small one. Okay. So boom, I got the lead in here. Now, what I'll do is I'll come in here. So I have that lead right there. And then, okay, perfect. I could delete the one that I put in. Okay, so I'll delete that one. I've got the right one in there. And then what I do is I do a date. I want to follow up with this. So do I want to follow up tomorrow? I'm trying in the afternoon. Maybe I want to follow up tomorrow morning. I could click the 28th. And I could click, maybe I want to follow up at 8 o'clock a.m. Okay, bam. Right there, I save it, and I'll follow up with that. And boom, I have it my follow-up. Now, let's say I talk to her and she says, yeah, David, let's go and do a deal. I'll move it from here to a verbal agreement. Time is of the essence. You got to get that contract out immediately. I would move it from here to here. Contracts received once I send them off, and then once I get them back, and go from there. So then you get paid. So, and if someone tells me not to call them back or do not call this, I could put them there. So you could add whatever you want on here. It's a really good CRM. I do have a YouTube training on this. So that's pretty cool right there. So just a little bit about organizing leads. All right, let's try a few more people here. So let's go to the next one. All right. Let's see what I have here. Okay, so this one is looks like a escrow, Piedmont Office Realty Trust. So it's an escrow account, and I got the gal's name right here. We put in the zip code here. So I have two. I have a 70-year-old and a 94-year-old, probably mother and daughter. Okay, the deceased, and the one is deceased. She's got no living relatives. I mean, no relatives listed. So I'm going to obviously go for the younger one, the 70-year-old one. She's got some old phone numbers on here, so this is going to be really interesting. Yeah, she used to live in this area that it is. Let me see if I can match the address, though. And I'm not matching the address, but it's matching pretty close to where she was. The deceased address does match. Now, what I could do, and I don't have time to do, is knowing that the older one's deceased, I can look at the funeral information, and then like the obituaries online, Ancestry.com, that kind of thing. Barry had actually originally come up with that idea, which I love, and then find out who was at the funeral, find out if there's like survived by a son or daughter, whatever, and then you could start trying them and seeing where they're at and social media, things like that. Again, unfortunately, I won't have time to do all in the call, but I'm going to try the younger one and see if she knows anything about this or she's been contacted. Come on, let's pick up. Let's let me try one more time. It's not that she's picking up, it's just trying to dial out. It might be a problem with the number here. Sometimes that happens. All right, let me see what number I tried. Just got a few numbers here. I'm going to try a later number, see if this works.
Hi, this is Sandra. Leave me a message and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks.
Okay, that was one of the older numbers. Let me try the landline. Landlines almost never work. I'm trying Mary. That was Sandra. Okay, so that's not a good number. Let me try this other number once again. For some reason, it's not going through, which usually means it's a bad number. I mean, it just keeps on saying dial. And I'm using Google Voice, so. Yeah, it just says calling, but nothing's happening. Okay, what I could do is try to text that or something like that. We're about halfway through. I'm going to go and go to questions. I have some on YouTube, I know. I've seen some interesting ones on there. And then I have several in the on the Zoom. So I'm going to do Zoom first. Okay. And if you have a question, feel free to type it in. First of all, I'm also curious. I'm going to ask you guys a question. If it's your first coaching call, let me know. Hey, Brian, very observant. Tell me how you guys like this. So my camera always sits on top. So my office the desk is like about 2 feet higher, which I love because I'm a tall guy. So it works perfectly. And this was naturally designed this way when I came into this office. And my camera sits up here on top of my computer. So it always gets just to my head and cuts it off. So I'm like, I got to get a better angle. So I just actually took the camera from on top of the computer. It's actually Spencer's camera. He had a few actually. So I'd use this one to be better quality. But I actually have another one. I'm getting a cord to hook up to the computer. So yeah, but let me know what you think of this angle. If you guys like it or if you like the other angle better, I don't know. The announcement in the group said, oh, you know what, Vince, it was going to be, there was actually a glitch with the data that I had, and I apologize. I will be doing tax overages next week. And yeah, so this is, yeah, there was just a glitch with the data that I had, the website that was working, and it was kind of down. So I apologize. And going on there. Brian, on Trello, where do I see all the archive posts? Usually when I archive something, Brian, I've never pulled it back up. I'm sure you could YouTube that or something like that and a video on that, and that would go from there. So yeah. All right, Vince, these calls, you are learning how to talk to people. Hopefully I get a few pickups and hopefully I get a deal here. I'm going to be trying people here again in a minute. Anyone's first time on this call, just please raise your hand. I'm kind of curious here. Any first calls here, first time people? Okay, Nagib, I hope I said that. Nagib, welcome, man. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're on this call. Yeah, good to see you. Anybody else, first timer? Okay, and then I'm going to go over to YouTube. Okay, Fujan, I hope I'm saying this correctly. I love that last name. I'm not convinced it's really your last name, but yeah, cool, man. Welcome on the call. I hope this is helpful. Hope that the marketing and what you're seeing is helpful. I'm just doing state funds. I'm doing California today. I'm doing a higher amount, which higher amounts are usually a little bit harder. You don't usually get a hold of as many people as you do lower amounts. Maybe I'll switch out. If I don't get a hold of my next person too, I'll switch over to lower amounts. DM, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. Welcome back. Stick with it and stay with it. Okay, YouTube. Jacan, I like that. Are you still using software to make these calls? I do use software with the VA, but when I'm doing the calls here, I'm doing it very old school because it's it helps me to be able to I'm just trying to get people to interact with me where people can hear, and that's just the thing I do. Fernando, are you feeling generous today? Generous enough to give away a free mini course? Well, it's interesting you say that because actually Jacan won something last month. He was actually, and I've tried to reach out to him, and I was very unsuccessful at reaching him. You and Jacan could both email me, and yes, I will get you something. Free mini course will be fine. And I don't have enough to give to everyone, but yes, I will absolutely give you a free mini course. But you got watch him like be off now. That'd be pretty funny. But yeah, I saw that earlier. I thought, man, not my first call. Love watching your videos. Thank you, Fernando. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's awesome. And let me know if there's anything that you want to see differently or anything that could be helpful. My videos are kind of just designed to help out and help out people. And yeah, I appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. All right. Okay, D, I see your, I don't know when you emailed me. I checked it this morning. I'll check it again. If you don't, D's in the program. He sent me a message here. If you don't have a response back from me shortly, go ahead and email me again. I'm doing this. I'm doing something right after this, but I will get to email this afternoon, and I'll definitely, if you've emailed me after 9 a.m. this morning, Central Time, I probably haven't seen it yet. Okay, so just a heads up on that. All right, let's move on to a few more calls here, and hopefully this is good. I might do a couple follow-ups on some of the leads that I have right now, and kind of see that my VA has that I haven't followed up on. Just get you guys some follow-ups. But let's do a couple more calls first, see how they go, and then we'll look into some follow-ups. Okay. This one is a business. Let me just see if I could do a business search here real quick. You can do a business search by going to the Secretary of State, or if you have software that could go and do the business search, either one of those will help. Just see if this comes up when I do the business search on the, no, it's not coming up. Okay, I'm going to go to the next one. Okay, here's one. It is a checking account for $34,000 and some change. Let's see if I get him to pick up. Okay, his name's not coming up. Let me see if I can do something else. Oh, he's not even coming up in the system at all. Okay, I usually don't do it. I'm going to just do an address search on this, see who lived at this address reported, because there's no one here by this address that lived here at this property with this name. All right, next. Okay, this next claim is not showing up, which usually means that they're in the process of claiming it, so good for them. Next one's a business, so I'm going to avoid that. Okay, this one is okay. This is going to be an interesting one. I'm going to try this one. So she's 67. She's got a landline that's not been seen since 2007. Guarantee you, she's not going to pick up. I'm going to try this. Just one landline, no cell phones, no nothing like that.
Hello?
Hi, my name is David. I'm trying to reach Jane.
Hello?
Yes, is this Jane?
I don't know. I know speak English.
Oh, un momento, por favor. ¿Hablas español?
Sí, español.
Okay, let me get translator, por favor. Un momento.
Okay.
Un momento, por favor. Mr. Brian, unmute yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Un momento. Can I call you right back, ma'am?
I don't know. I know.
Oh.
I understand.
Okay, guys, who speaks Spanish on here? Come on, I'm typing this. Who speaks Spanish on here? Come on, there's got to be someone on here. Come on, guys, who speaks Spanish? Okay, Eli, unmute yourself quickly. Come on.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, ask this lady if her name's Jane.
Buenos días, señora, ¿cómo está?
Muy bien, gracias.
¿Su nombre es Jane? ¿Es su nombre Jane?
No.
No? Okay. All right. Gracias.
Okay. Gracias.
Okay, she hung up. All right. Hey, thank you for that. Guys, I'm like typing it in so I wouldn't have to say it. I'm like, someone on this call, I bet there's a half dozen people, probably 24 people on this call. I don't know how many I have on, 31. Guarantee at least 12 could have spoke Spanish. I thought I had the wrong number. I wasn't sure. Eli, thank you so much, man. I was hoping that would be a good deal there and she would go, but thank you so much. All right. Let's do this. Let's try a couple people that know this woman, and then if not, we will obviously move on. So I've got 5 contacts for her, and I've got a Timothy Young who is I'm going to go with and try him first because he's exactly the same age as she is. Jane isn't necessarily. I didn't think it was a. I didn't know, but I figured it was probably not the right person, but I just wanted to verify that. All right, so we're going to try Timothy Young. Let's see if he picks up here.
Hello.
Hi, this is David. I'm trying to reach Timothy Young.
No English from you.
Okay, this isn't Timothy?
No.
Okay, thank you. All right, let's try another person or two. Actually, let me go back to him. Okay, he's got landlines and other stuff, but she's got some other contacts here, so let's try a few more. Okay, this guy's got a cell that's fairly new. Let's try this 2020.
To disconnect, press 1. If you still want to leave a message for this person, press 3, or simply stay on the line. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, my name is David. I'm trying to reach Andy. Andy, I'm trying to reach a Jane Hamburger on Brooks Avenue. I'm calling her about a Washington Mutual account she had. If I have the right number and you know how to get in contact with her, can you have her call me at 949-371-5427? Again, it's 949-371-5427. Thank you. Can't tell you how many professional messages I'll leave like that, and I'll get a call back. Let me see. One other person that I want to try.
Oh,
Hi, this is David. I'm trying to reach LaShawn.
yes, this is LaShawn.
Hey, LaShawn, I'm calling you on a recorded line. I'm trying to get in contact with Jane Hamburger on Brooks Avenue, and I have you down as a possible contact. Do you know who that is?
Jane Hamburger. No, I don't know who that is.
757 Brooks Avenue. There's a past, apparently she doesn't live there anymore, and there's a past checking account. When I did a database search, your name came up as doing business with her in the past.
No.
Okay.
I don't know who that is.
All right, sir. I really appreciate it. Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye. All right. Tried. That one didn't work. All right. Let's go on to the next one. Still got about a good 15 minutes here. We're going to get a hold of someone. I'm just going to keep on plugging away here. All right, this one's not even coming up in the system. Let me do an address search. I think I know what's wrong here. So, address search. Guys, doing very good. Sorry, I know I haven't reached a lot of people here today, so you guys are doing very good. Thank you. Hope this isn't boring. I have about 20 people. I'm just going through the addresses, making sure. I'm not seeing it. All right. Let's do this. All right. All right, now it's not coming up. I was trying to, it's really weird. It looks like the name may be running on and with the first name, middle name, and what have you, but even the address search isn't coming up. All right. Let's get you guys to hear some action. Even if I get told off and hung up on, at least you're hearing some good stuff, you know? Not that I want that, but it does happen. Okay, this one came up. It doesn't give an address, so I'm not even going to try this one. Okay, this guy's deceased. And he's got one relative at 105. This is where I would do what Barry tells us to do and go ahead and just look at the obituaries or something like that. All right. What I want to do is I want to try the first person I tried one more time, see if I get her to pick up. And then I might do a follow-up or two for you guys to be able to hear because it's cold calling. I mean, days like this happen. And, yeah, you just have to, there's times I get leads in here, times I don't, and today hasn't been the best. If I kept on calling, there's days I would say, hey, I'm going to give up now, and I just keep on calling, and let me try this first one here. Let me pull her back up. All right, try her cell phone. Maybe I'll try her landline too. I don't think I did that the first time. So try her cell phone first.
Please leave your message for.
Okay, so I've already left a message earlier. So let's try her landline, see if that's good.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service.
Okay. So I know I have the right number for her. I would keep on trying it. I did speak to her. She shared some frustration with me on, that I can full escrow back and that kind of thing. But I know I have the right number. I will keep on trying her and seeing if I can get a hold of her. So doing that. All right. Let me look into a couple follow-ups here that I can do that you guys could just hear some conversations. And when I say follow-ups, I have a couple people that my VA has found that I have not been able to get back in contact with. Let me see if I could just get a hold of one or two of them. Okay, let's see.
Hello.
Hi, it's David. I'm trying to reach Sandy.
Hi. Yes, this is Sandy.
Hi, Sandy. I'm calling you on a recorded line. I know you spoke to one of my people last week about the WAMU account. I just wanted to see if you got our paperwork okay.
No, I did not.
Okay, let me ask you this. Would it be better if I mailed it to you or would you want it emailed?
No, I want it mailed to me.
You want it mailed to you. Okay. I will make sure that gets in the mail. I have you down at the Trenton Avenue address.
Yes.
Okay. I will make sure that gets in the mail today. And when is the best time for me to follow back up with you?
Probably, let's see, today is Monday, so probably in a week.
In a week? Okay. I will call you next Monday and make sure you got everything okay. And this is from your WAMU account. You probably remember that one. So
Which account?
it's the WAMU that's gone dormant.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. My name is David. This is my personal number if you need to reach me. And I look forward to working with you. I will get this in the mail today. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach back out to me.
Thank you, David. I appreciate it.
Hey, Sandy, have a good afternoon. Likewise. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Woo! Okay. And I say we on that one because it's a very small deal. It's a very, very small deal. It is only 116,000 and some change. All right. Let's and guys, by the way, I noticed that she hadn't responded back on the email, and I wanted to make sure she got it. She sounds elderly. I did not know that. I was to follow up with her in another day or two. I'm going to get her the paperwork in the mail today. I mean, I am going to work on this and get this in the mail to her today. This is the kind of lead that you don't want to lose. All right. Let me try another one here on a follow-up, and then I think we've done this. I think we're good here. Okay, here is another one. Let me just call him. And I say this and I bring up the follow-up because a lot of times this is where our leads fall through the cracks. So, guys, I've kind of done a lot of different directions with you, and I hope this is okay. But I've taken you from point A to point B to point C. Usually I just stick with one area and I farm it and I market it. All right, so this one is, let me see what we got here. Okay, so it's $28,000, so it'd be a $2,800 payout. I have the email. His name is Bill Hernandez. We've tried to reach this guy. This has been, hers was a little more, well, this one's September 24th, so it's not super, super old. but he's been a little unresponsive. So let's try him on this one and see what happens.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 20985513888 is not available.
Hi, this is David Church. I'm calling from JD Vista. I'm trying to reach Bill. Bill, I just want to make sure that you got the paperwork that we sent you out last week. This was regarding the California deal. And just want to make sure you received it, see if you had any questions. And my direct line is 949-371-5427. Again, it's 949-371-5427. Thank you and have a good day. Bye. Okay. One more, and then I'm going to talk to you guys, and then we're going to end this, okay? And guys, just a reminder, this is all educational reasons. I mean, no one to take data and run with it. If you've heard a phone number, an email, something like that, I'm trusting that you guys will all keep this. Matter if you're on my YouTube channel, if you're an actual warrior. All right, this next one we'll try. Okay, let me see here. Where are we? Trying to find the claim number here. And here it is right here. I have a really good VA. He's getting me about on average 2 to 3 deals a week. And following up, you got to do it. You got to follow up and you got to be aggressive with your clients. All right. So this one is for $39,568. So it'd be about a $3,900 payout. New York life insurance policy. Let me just see what I have on my notes here. Okay. Yeah, this is actually her. Okay. Let me just call.
Please leave your message for 916-821-806. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
Okay, I couldn't quite get that in on time. All right, I'm going to end it right there. YouTubers or if you're in warriors, feel free to ask me questions here. So, Kazi, you ask a very good question. What if they're on the do not call list is what he's asking. If they're on the do not call list, I usually just, I'm not harassing them. I'm not trying to get them to buy something. I'm telling them they had money they didn't know they had. I've never had a problem with that. Again, be familiar with your local rules and laws. That what you saw on my organized board is if they say, hey, don't call me again, I've been working or something like that, I might move it over. Although our Wednesday night coach, Rick will keep on calling them until they literally say, F you, don't ever call me again. William, keep going until you get someone on the phone. And I like that, William. Thank you for that. Brian, on that deal, I will absolutely send a notary. I could tell by the age of that lady that she's very sharp, but I'm not going to ask her to drive to the bank and go get something notarized or find a notary. I'll totally do that for her, which I offer a lot of people, especially if I get a hold of somebody and they're dragging their feet, and like a couple of these guys are dragging their feet. A lot of your business is in the follow-up. And I'll tell you right now, if you don't follow up, you're going to lose probably at least, if not more, 60 to 80% of your business. I hate to say it that way, but you do. Like I had a guy recently who did everything on the first deal. I could see why she didn't respond on email. I will definitely make sure she gets the paperwork. I'm going to actually work on that here shortly and make sure that paperwork gets out to her. I had someone the other day who didn't use a notary. They sent me the paperwork back. They haven't included their driver's license, a copy of it, and their social security card. Now I'm following back up with them saying, hey, I need this. And if they don't want me to have that, that's okay. They can just mail it directly to the state. I'm okay with that. But yeah, you've got to follow up. You've got to offer notary services. You've got to be able to follow up with all that. Hey, everyone, I hope this was helpful. Let me see if anyone has anything on YouTube, and then we'll go from there. When will you do a state fund call? Lee, I've been working a lot on state fund calls on this call in the very beginning, and I will do state fund calls again. Absolutely. It just all depends. So I will keep on doing them. Okay. So, yeah. And then next week, I think I'll do, tax overages. Sorry about that today. If you guys, we're looking at tax overages and it didn't happen. I apologize about that today. Fernando, if you go into my channel, my email is right there on my channel. Just go and email me. Guys, I hope this was helpful. I want to thank everyone for listening. I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye to the YouTubers right now. Thank you for being on. I appreciate it. Okay.